السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. جينا فيديو جديد النهارده يا جماعة، زي ما عودناكم الفيديوهات اللي احنا بنقدمها على قناتكم المميزة يا جماعة، اللي احنا بنتكلم عن مملكة عظيمة زي مملكة المغرب بتكسر الدنيا. مملكة المغرب ليه بقى؟ لأنها الصحف الأجنبية، الصحف العربية، الشارع العربي، الشارع المصري، كل الناس بتتكلم عن الفيديوهات اللي بتيجي من المغرب، وتبقى يعني حدث جليل جدا يا جماعة، زي اللي هنشوفه في الفيديو بتاعنا النهارده. هنسمع فيديو عظيم جدا يا جماعة، هيعجبكم قوي قوي. وعايزكم قبل ما ندخل نشاهد الفيديو بتاعنا، حابب من كل اللي بيشاهدني يدخل يشترك في القناه. لو انت بتشاهدني لاول مره، فعل زر الجرس عشان يوصلك كل الفيديوهات الجديده والاشعارات بتاعت الفيديوهات الجديده اللي بتظهر لنا يا جماعه. تعالوا مع بعض عشان ما اطولش عليكم في البدايه، نشوف الفيديو لنا تعقيب مهم جوه الفيديو اخر الفيديو باذن الله.
Of the four fastest men this year, Saida, Jubes Ondeki and Dieter Baumann, the West German, who was in quite excellent form the other night in West Berlin, pressing at Debile very hard indeed over a mile. Now, I wonder if he's in the kind of form here to maybe even shake up a Wheater. Personally, I doubt it. The Wheater's been unbeaten since an early season 5,000 metre defeat by Ondeki in Seville. And maybe, just maybe, he'll go for the world record here, because it was on this track that he came closest of all to breaking it 3 years ago, and they've gone off pretty quick.
Ian, he doesn't have this world record, but he's got 4 of the next 5 fastest times. And you talk about painful victories, the margin that he lost the record by each time averages out to 1/2 a second.
Saida then, already a world record holder at 1,500 metres, 2,000 metres and 5,000 metres. And now looking to break Henry Rono's 11-year-old mark in the 3,000 metres. Series of near misses. The pacemaker there early on is Marcus Trines, the West German. Charles Chariot, with whom Wheater was in earnest discussion before the start about the pacemaking, is in second place there. Peter Koech, the world record holder in the steeplechase, is right up there. And there's a Wheater in the green strip running in 4th place at the moment.
59.5 by the 400 meters. The pace goal for the Rabbits was to be about 4 minutes through the mile, or maybe the 1,600 meters. Amazing speed that they want to carry 7.5 laps.
Well, they've got to go at around 60-second laps to get inside the 7 minutes 30. The record stands at 7:32.12 Rono. But a Wheater last week in Hengelo, he ran the fastest 1,500 metres of the year. He's had a bit of criticism for dodging races in the past week and earlier in the season in Oslo, but all that will be swept under the carpet and forgotten if he can come up and break the world record here. And I think he means business from the early pace, there's no doubt about it. Trines is out there in front. Chariot in second place will take it up, no doubt about that. In second place, he's a useful runner in his own right. Number 189 on Diki there in third, a Wheater in fourth. The time, as they go through 800, 2 minutes, 0.7, so they're on course.
Well, this is the dangerous part of the race. In some ways, you have to be very careful to hold this pace. And the leader out there just ran, Marcus Trines ran a 61-second quarter. He's got to be careful it doesn't slip to 62 here. They look to me like they're holding the same stride pattern as they push on, approaching 3/4 of a mile, 3 laps.
Still Trines then really piling on the pace up there on front. 2 minutes 31.53 at 1,000 metres. That is 2 seconds inside world record pace. So this is getting more and more interesting. The crowd on that back straight are off their seats. They're already starting to clap. They can read that the world record might be on if they can keep this up. Trines is out in front. Chariot is second. In third, Jubes Ondeki, who's been doing such great things this season, though the other night his performance in Zurich in the 1,500 just made you doubt whether perhaps he was getting a little jaded now. Wheater there is in 4th place at the moment.
Here comes Chariot moving through on the inside to pick up his pace-making duties. This is a tremendously deep field. There you see Sidney Marie trying to hold on as among the top 4, pulling up the rear.
Coming around then now with 4 to go in this 3,000 metre world record attempt, and the man who's after it is the man in green there, Said Wheater, multiple world record holder already, national hero in Morocco, where he's been made Knight of the Order of Alawite House, which is usually reserved for visiting heads of state. But Awita is almost like royalty in Morocco, and his esteem will rise even further if he can break the world record here. Out in front, Charles Chariot doing the pacemaking job. Yobes Ondiki, the Kenyan revelation of the season, in second. Awita is third, Marie is fourth, and getting closer and still not out of it, Dieter Baumann, the West German Olympic silver medalist at 5,000 meters.
Ian passed the 1,600 meters, just shy of a full mile in 4:01.2 for 1,600 meters. They went by 59.5, 2 minutes and a fraction, 3:01.402.
3 to go. Chariot out in front. Ondiki in second place, and the world record could be on here. 7 minutes 32.1, standing to Henry Rono of Kenya back in 1978. And Chariot is still burning up the track out there in front. It's getting unrelenting, and congratulations to Dieter Baumann back there in fifth place in the white and black strip, the West German, because he has come from a long way back to get in touch with this leading group. Chariot in front, Ondiki second, Awita third, Marie fourth, Baumann is fifth. You can forget the rest of them.
5:03 through 5 laps. That split I gave you is approximate. It's for Awita. He's got to get by. There he goes. Got to get by Ondieki, and he's beginning to move on Chariot here. The race is on for a tremendous last 2 laps.
Great race this now. Chariot coming around with 2 laps to go. And I think it could be on for Awita here. He takes a little look over his shoulder just to check where Ondiki is. Looked like 5:33 when they went through there. So he's going to have to get his skates on it. A couple of 60-second laps would probably do it now for Awita. But look at Ondiki, still there on his shoulder, making it a great race as well. Marie's back in third and Baumann is fourth. But can Awita keep up this relentless pace? It looks as if it's getting slightly harder work, although the eye can deceive down that back straight. Coming up now with 600 to run, Said Awita, the Olympic champion of 1984 at 5,000 meters, the man who's had so many near misses at the 3,000 meter world record. It could be on for him this time, although Ondiki's still with him.
He looks good. I'm looking at Ondiki. Looks good to me. Holding on well, drafting off Said, who usually can kick.
He needs a 1 minute 28 last 600. He's coming up now. Remember, it's going to be 7 meters 32.1 to beat. They get to the bell. Awita now has got rid of Ondiki, and he goes through. And he's driving now over the final lap. The clock did not stop. 6:33.4. So anything inside about 59 seconds for the final lap, and this record, which has stood for 11 years, is going to go to Said Awita. He powers away now. It's him against the clock. The great Moroccan, one of the greatest middle distance men ever, and some would say the greatest. He drives again for home. He must know this world record is on. Surely Awita is going to do it. The crowd are absolutely on their feet in this Cologne stadium. They rise to the magical little Moroccan. The world record beckons for him into the straight for the final time. 7:32.1 to beat. I'm sure that Awita is going to do it. 7:23. He knows he's going to do it. What a moment this is. 11 years it stood, but no more, because Said Awita has broken it and has gone into history as the first man ever to run 3,000 meters in under 7 minutes and 30 seconds. He has smashed the record to smithereens. That was nerve-tingling, blood-racing excitement in Cologne.
Look at the majesty he still carries himself in now. Some people fall on the track. This man walked across the line, arms up in the air. Tremendously well-paced race. He had everything going for him. He had a terrific 1,500-meter time earlier this year, which told him that he was fit. His distance training has been going well. He ran 56 seconds flat for his last 400 meters. Look at the strain and the focus that he's showing there on the last straightaway. When you smash a record, it's fair to use the word smash when it's by 3 seconds in track and field at 3,000 meters.
Yes, in athletics, 3 seconds is just about an eternity, and it means so much to him. And it's worth just recapping the roll of honor of this great Moroccan. Look at that, 7:29.46. world record holder at 1500 meters, 2000 meters, 5000 meters, now 3000 meters. The 1984 Olympic champion and the 1987 world 5000 meter champion, and leading the world list this year into the bargain at 1500 meters. The range is phenomenal. The athlete is phenomenal. The name is Saida.
الفيديو بتاعنا النهارده انتهى. شفنا مع بعض حلقه عظيمه وفيديو عظيم من الفيديوهات اللي احنا بنقدمهم في القنوات بتاعتنا يا جماعه. مملكه المغرب مملكه كل اللي بيطلع منها سواء من فتيات، من اولاد صغيرين، من شيوخ كبار، من جميع انواع الفئات اللي بتطلع من المغرب يا جماعه بتبهر الناس كلها، بتخلي ان الناس كلها يا جماعه يقول لك احنا عندنا في الوطن العربي خاصه يقول لك احنا عندنا دوله عربيه اسمها المغرب. ليه بقى؟ ليه الناس كلها بتقف عند النقطه دي؟ عشان الدوله الوحيده اللي بتطلع وركزوا في النقطه دي ضروري، بتطلع الاوائل في كل حاجه. مسابقات قرآن بالله ان هي بتطلع اوائل، غناء بتطلع، في الانشاد الديني بتطلع، في ايه تاني، في الشعر العربي بتطلع. يعني ما شفنا قبل كده من سنوات سابقة يا جماعة واحدة من المغرب، طفلة من المغرب عمرها لا يتجاوز 8 ولا 9 سنوات بتبهر رئيس او ملك الامارات او رئيس الامارات يا جماعه في حفل عظيم جدا. زي ما احنا شفنا دلوقتي كمان الاحتفال، وشفنا الاناشيد، وشفنا الحاجات الجميله دي كلها. احنا فخورين ان احنا عندنا مملكه عربيه زي مملكه المغرب يا جماعه. مملكه عربيه زي مملكه المغرب بتفرحنا دايما والله. حتى في الكوره كمان بنعتز ان احنا عندنا دوله عربيه او مملكه عربيه زي مملكه المغرب. بتبسط، بنحب نتفرج عليه. احنا مكان بعد ما كنا بنشوف مثلا كوره زي كوره اسبانيا، الكوره الشامله زي البرازيل زي الارجنتين، دلوقتي احنا بنقعد قدام التلفزيون نستنى ماتشات المغرب. بنستنى ماتشات المغرب مخصوص عشان بتدينا طابع كده. انا ما بتفرجش على كره افريقيه اللي هي الميته دي بالمعنى البلد اللي احنا بنقول عليه في مصر، بالعكس انا بتفرج على حاجه نظيفه، كوره نظيفه للعين. ده يا جماعه ملخصنا عن مملكه المغرب، والفيديوهات اللي احنا بنجيبها من شتى الطرق ومن شتى المجالات، في جميع المجالات كلها عن مملكه المغرب يا جماعه، من واحد محب وعاشق للمملكه المغربيه. وطبعا لسه شايفين من كام يوم 3 ايام او 4 ايام فوز المنتخب المغربي تحت 17 سنه على المنتخب المصري. برضه حتى في الصغيرين المغرب بيتعلم علينا. انا مش عارف احنا امتى هنكسبهم في مره. طبعا احنا كسبناهم في بطوله افريقيا سنه 21 بس مع ذلك يعني منتخب المغرب سابق يعني ما نقدرش نقول غير كده، هو سابق. وبهنيهم برضو بالفوز ببطولة ان الكاف رجع لهم الكاس واعلنوا ان هم فايزين في المباراة النهائية 3-0 بانسحاب دولة السنغال يا جماعة. برضو أبارك لكل الشعب المغربي إن البطولة اتحسبت لهم برغم من المضايقات والكلام ده كله. بس أنا شايف من تنظيم البطولة، من الجمهور، من كل حاجة، ومن المباراة كانت ماشية في اتجاه ليهم أصلا. أنا ما كنتش شايف إن في داعي إن الكلام ده كله يحصل أصلا. المباراة كانت بتاعتكم خلاص، بس قدر الله ما شاء فعل. وفي الآخر يعني الحق رجع لكم تاني، الحق رجع لكم تاني يا جماعة. مملكة المغرب مملكة عظيمة زي ما احنا بنقول مرارا وتكرارا في كافة الفيديوهات بتاعتنا، فيديوهات عظيمة بنجيبها لكم من كل المجالات. فاحنا هنتكلم في فيديوهات تانية كتير تعجبكم بإذن الله يا جماعة. بتمنى للمنتخب المغربي إن شاء الله يا جماعة في الفترة الجاية في كأس العالم إن هو يشرفنا زي ما هو عمل بطولة ملحمية في كاس قطر، كاس العالم قطر 2022 يا جماعة، وكسر الدنيا ووصل مركز 3 في العالم. يعني انا بتمنى اشوف كره مشرفه بقى لكل الدول العربيه، بما ان بقى الكاس دول داخل فيه كميه دول عربيه يمكن من اول مره من سنين. كان الاول بيتعدوا على الاصابع كده، ويمكن منتخب ولا 2 هم اللي بيدخلوا. حاليا احنا بنشوف دلوقتي معظم المنتخبات العربيه داخله الكاس ده. فعشان كده يا جماعه انا بتمنى كل الدول العربيه تعمل اداء مشرف، حتى لو هي هتخسر قدام فرقه كبيره ولا بتاع، تطلع لنا كرة حلوة. انا ما تلعبليش زون ديفنس لمدة 90 دقيقة برهبة من اللي قدامك، اصل ده لعيب وده لعيب. العب ومتع نفسك والعب قدام وهاجم زي ما بنشوف المغرب بتلعب الكرة المفتوحة. مفيش حاجة اسمها زون ديفنس وارجع قفل من ورا والعب العالية والكلام ده كله. بالعكس انا بشوف المغرب بتبني، بتلعب لعبها زي ما هم متعودين في اوروبا، لانديه اوروبا او هنا او هنا. بشوف انها بتبدع يعني يا جماعه. اتمنى الفوز للمنتخب المغربي، المنتخب المصري، المنتخب السعودي، المنتخب الاردني، من كل المنتخبات المشاركه يا جماعه في كاس العالم ان شاء الله 2026. يمكن اقل من شهر يبقى يقام كاس العالم ان شاء الله يا جماعه. هنتقابل ويبقى لنا برضه ردة فعل قوية جدا على ماتشات المنتخب المغربي، ونوريكم الأحداث أول بأول. انتظرونا، ما تروحوش لبعيد. لو أنت بتشاهدنا لأول مرة تشترك في القناة، تفعل زر الجرس عشان يوصلك كل جديد. وفي نهاية الفيديو حابة لكم سلام.